Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I want to explain about tools of evaluation. Tools of evaluation means something that can be used to make it easier for someone to carry out a task or achieve goals to be more effective and efficient. The tools of evaluation can be said good if the tools are able to evaluate something with the results similar to the real condition. And then evaluation techniques can be divided into two. The first is task technique, and then the second one is non-task techniques. The task techniques include selection test, pre-test, post-test, formative test, diagnostic test, and then the last is summative test. While the non-test techniques include checklist, interview, observation, questionnaire, and then curriculum vitae. That's all about tools of evaluation. Now, I want to explain about Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy was created by Benjamin, who was an American educational psychologist in 1956. It is a model to classify learning activities with appropriate verbs. It is a hierarchical framework for classifying the learning activities based on their complexity. The purpose of Bloom's taxonomy is to improve teaching process from the lower level of learning and memorizing into the higher level of analysis, evaluation, creativity, and problem solving. In 2001, there is a revision of Bloom's taxonomy by Lauren Anderson. Here are the differences. In 1956, the levels of Bloom's taxonomy are knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and then evaluation. While in the 2001, the levels of Bloom's taxonomy are remember, understand, apply, analysis, and then evaluate, and the last is create. The Bloom's taxonomy has three domains. There are affective, cognitive, and psychomotor. That's all about Bloom's taxonomy. Now I want to explain about types of tests. Test is a way of checking students' knowledge or comprehension. Tests can be divided into parts based on responses. There are two types of tests. The first type is subjective test, and then the second one is objective test. In the subjective test is a test that the answer given by student based on personal judgment or subjective views. The example of subjective test is essay test and short answer. And then the second type is objective test. Objective test is a structured test with clear and definite answer. The responses are typically in the form of multiple choice, true or false, and matching. In multiple choice, student must to select one answer from several choice provided. While in the true or false, student must to judge the statement as true or false. While in the matching, students must to connect two sets of corresponding information. That's all about types of tests. And now I want to explain about the assessment process. The assessment process of tests generally follows a structured approach to ensure fairness, accuracy, and relevance. And here the example of typical tests of assessment process. The first step is planning and design. This initial stage involves defining about the objective of the test and then determining about the skills to be assessed and then designing the format of the test. And then the second step is development of item tests. This include writing questions, creating tasks, or developing the scenario that reflect accurately to the objective of the test. And then the third step is review and revise. Before the test being administered, the items reviewed by the expert of educators, and then feedback is used to revise question for accuracy, fairness, and relevance. And then the fourth step is test administration. This includes controlling environment, timing, and procedure. Then the fifth step is marking and scoring. After the administration, responses are marked and scored according to the pre-established criteria and grading schema. And then the sixth step is analysis of results. The results are analyzed to determine the performance of test takers and to gather insights into the group's understanding skills. And then the seventh step is feedback and reporting. Results are reported to the stakeholders and feedback is provided to inform the test takers about their performance. And then the last step is evaluation, review, and evaluation the test procedure. That's all about the test assessment process. Now I want to explain about validity. In the context of assessment, validity is a measure of how well a test or assessment tool can estimate the quality, quantity, or characteristic being targeted. Item validity and test validity are closely related to concept in the field of educational assessment. They are two different things. Test validity refers to the extent to which a test can measure what it claims to measure, while item validity refers to the relationship between individual test items and overall validity of the test. There are three types of validity, namely content validity, criterion validity, and then construct validity. That's all about validity. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.